gaming friends, and welcome back to those returning from the Part 1 garage video. Thank you for clicking. Your time is appreciated, and I'm super glad you decided to spend it here. We're about to get back into the story after the magic book bag has dropped us at Danica Patrick's IndyCar race. For those who have just joined us in Part 2 and you'd like to get caught up, I'll link Part 1 with the garage builds in the description. After the story, we can get back into some different ways to decorate and customize your track available in-game. Please, if you decide to do your own track builds, please send me screenshots of your creations because I'm so curious to see what others come up with. I'm going to set up some way to do that. I'll put a link in the description once I figure it out. Plus, there will be a link for thereadingbug.com where I found this awesome podcast that recommends books for young people and the young at heart, just in case you wanted to catch up on Part 1. Today, in Part 2, we're going to work on the racetrack with some different possible decoration ideas that exist within the game. This brings me to mention the most recent updates in Garden Paws, which include an alternate map and Steam Workshop modifications now available. With this addition of modifications comes a world of possibilities, adding new assets to your game to decorate, and if you have technical abilities, you can add your own to the mix or just browse the workshop pages for others' creations. In the stock game interface, the key track building pieces are the wood foundation, triangular foundation, and half foundation. They can all be retextured later on using a paintbrush. These pieces provide the smooth handling texture that makes the carts a little more controllable. These items can all be crafted from your main workbench, found in the player menu. You can also opt to use glass foundations in place of the wood to add some decoration or give yourself a nice over-the-water view. Creating smooth, designated roads is plenty of an adequate path in itself. However, the game has given us a ton of options to dress it up and give some helpful barriers to keep an out-of-control turn from turning into a tumble off your raceway. Short walls and a number of choice fence pieces work well to line the track. Stone display stands work optimally to replicate berms and create tighter corners. I'm sure many of you are already getting the gist by watching this video. It's just a series of interchanging triangle pieces into where you wish to create the beginning of your corner, or using them staggered with square foundation pieces to create diagonals in the desired direction. If you've chosen to build your track with elevation changes or around some more mountainous landscapes, you might need to start incorporating ramps into the build. There are wood and glass options here too that are typically used as roof pieces, but we can put those to a whole new purpose here. I came to find that when building previous track projects on Garden Paws, the snap placement angle of ramps intended for roof use is far too steep for the kart physics. Using an item shifter to reduce the angle to a point that it's about half as steep is easy for the karts to handle. You can experiment pushing it a little higher, but also note this will achieve the motocross jump effect, which may even be desired to add some more fun or challenge to your track. Oops, spoiler alert! There's new construction pieces being added according to developers who most graciously drop us previews of upcoming items on Discord, and it includes suspended walkways and bridges that look to work along with the existing wooden platforms in-game. The screenshots appear to include pieces with inclined curve ramps. This may alleviate track building issues with inclines being too steep for kart physics in the future, but I'll probably create another video to update everyone on how those turn out for track building. Because I'm gonna make more tracks. I can't help it. More ideas for adding challenges is not even lining your track with any fencing or decoration to act as a barrier, because the little carts can get pretty drifty in the corners. But this does add to the fun that you have racing with them. F is for nitrous. Seriously, the developers at Bitten Toast, I heart you. You are so awesome. Also, narrowing the turns, particularly at the base of an incline, will surely create a slowdown where racers need to be more skilled. And then alternatively, you can make parts of the track more of a driver track with flowing S-corners and fast straights. Occasional small inclines added give an addition of a speedy feeling, even if it's not actually impacting how fast the carts are traveling. Let's find out what happens in the story.
Before we get back to our adventure together, do you remember what happened last time, reader? That's right. We made our way to the Japan 300 IndyCar race in 2008, the year that Danica Patrick becomes the first ever female race car driver to win an IndyCar race. We met Danica's pit engineer Kyle, joined the pit crew, and even spoke to Danica through the helmet radios we're wearing. Do you think she can come from behind and win that race today?
Yes, I do.
Let's go find out. Are you ready to continue our adventure and see what happens next? Me too! So what are we waiting for? On the count of 3, let's all imagine ourselves back on our adventure together. Ready? 1,
Ready?
2, 3, let's fly!
It's a reading bug adventure. There's lots of fun in store. Just inside our book bag, there's new places to explore. Grab your crayons and paper and your imaginations too. The reading bug and I can't wait to share our trip with you.
Reader, you're back! It's so good to see you again, and the Reading Bug and I are really glad you've returned to finish our adventure together. We're at the Twin Ring Motegi racetrack in Japan, watching the Japan 300, an IndyCar race.
Not just any IndyCar race, Lauren. My magic book bag zipped us back to 2008, the year Danica Patrick becomes the first woman ever to win an IndyCar competition.
Yay.
No other woman has won since then. Yet.
You're right, Reading Bug. It's a very special race to be a part of for sure. But I'm not certain you've got your dates right. Could this really be the race that Danica Patrick wins? The race is 200 laps around the track, and Danica just completed lap 150. But she hasn't gotten much closer to the front of the race. She's in 5th place now, with only 50 laps to go. Some of the other cars have been ahead of her the entire time. Oh, and my voice probably sounds a little funny too, doesn't it, reader? That's because we're all wearing helmets with radios inside them that allow us to talk to each other over the loud noise of the race cars. We're here with our new friend Kyle, who's Danica's pit crew engineer, and the rest of Danica's pit crew, and we're helping keep Danica's car fueled and running fast, and giving her encouragement, of course. But I'm not sure she's going to be able to get in front of those other speedy cars.
Here we go. Danica will be coming into pit again in just a second. Everyone get ready. I want to pack in the fuel this time. Top it off to the very top. Here she comes. Oh, and it looks like Carpenter and Helio are coming in for pit stops too. They're trying the same strategy that we are. Oh, someone's going to end up running on fumes at the end of this race. I just hope it's not us. Go, go, go!
Look, reader, the 4 pit crew members are changing Danica's car's wheels again. And the man in the middle, right next to where Danica sits, is refueling the car with that big hose.
Great work! Nice and fast. Great work, everyone. That's as full as that tank gets. Let's just hope it lasts long enough. Now she just needs to have a nice restart once the course caution is lifted. If Danica runs the rest of this race right, that will have been her last pit.
Her last pit?
That's right. She and I decided to make a hard run at first place today. We're going to fill her tank now and let her drive until she crosses the finish line.
It's all about strategy in racing, especially these endurance races. 200's a lot of laps, and you gotta have a big plan.
Other cars will need more fuel, which will slow them down and give her a few key seconds to get past them. But she'll need to use her fuel wisely. 50 laps is about as far as you can go on a full tank. If she doesn't conserve the gas in her tank, she'll sputter out before the race is finished.
Sputter out? You mean she could run out of gas before she finishes?
That's right. But Danica's a smart driver. She'll need just the right balance of speed, patience, and confidence to get herself in front of those other drivers.
Kind of like the tortoise and the hare.
Huh?
The tortoise and the hare. It's a fable about a speedy hare and a slow and steady tortoise.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like that, isn't it, Reading Bug? The hare was the fastest animal in the forest, and he challenged anyone to try and beat him in a race. One day, a tortoise said that she would race him. Laughing, the hare told her there was no way she could beat him. The tortoise was too young, too slow, too small, and a girl to boot, after all. When a wise old owl warned the hare, Pride comes before a fall. The hare laughed it off, and he agreed to race the tortoise. And when the owl waved the green flag to begin the race, the hare bounded off, leaping high into the sky.
Right! Let me finish it. Before long, the hare had left the tortoise so far behind that all the tortoise could see were the soles of the hare's big feet, far in front of him. Because the tortoise was so far behind, the hare ate a snack and decided to take a little nap. But while the hare was sleeping, the tortoise kept right on going, found her opportunity, and passed the hare, winning the race.
Ha ha! Yeah, it is kind of like that. Our tortoise strategy. Danica will keep going even when the other cars are running out of gas. And when they least expect it, she'll pass them. I like it.
You know, reading about race cars, I thought racing was all about going as fast as you can. But there's a lot more to it, isn't there?
There sure is.
Oh, yeah.
Wow! We've got a really great view of the race here, right down next to the cars on pit road. But I wish there was something more we could do to help Danica take the lead. I wish I could be right there with her, driving the car.
Reading Bug, those cars are going really, really fast. It's extremely dangerous to drive a car in a race like this. And the pit stops are less than 15 seconds, which is not nearly enough time to jump into a car. I think we're much better off cheering Danica from pit road. If you're right, we're about to witness history.
Yeah, from the sidelines.
Reading Bug, even if there's a way for you to get to the car, Indy cars only have one seat for the race car driver. Just enjoy the race. Danica needs all the support we can muster to help her finish the race on this one tank of gas.
You know, there may be a way for us to get into that car.
Reading Bug? No way! I already told you!
Lauren, reader, my magic book bag takes us to any time or place we can imagine, right? Why couldn't it take us inside Danica's car with her?
That would be really risky, Reading Bug. But even if we did it, there's no room for us.
Unless...
Well,
I'm a bug. I could fit no problem. And you could fit too, if you shrank to my size. Just like we did when we visited the bugs in the garden on our garden adventure.
I don't know, Reading Bug. It sounds really dangerous.
Come on, Lauren. We've got to do this. Danica needs our help, or she'll never win the race. I think we should go. We can tell her all about how the tortoise beats the hare.
But, Reading Bug, if we don't land exactly right, we could get run over by a powerful race car and smushed flat.
Yeah, but if we don't help Danica, she may never win, and become the first and only woman to win an IndyCar race. Plus, it will be really, really cool to drive in a race car, won't it, reader? I think we should do it. Magic book bag, don't be slow. We've really got to go, go, go. Carry us to Danica's side and prepare us for a speedy ride.
If only we could just get an IndyCar
Reader,
career
look.
that way.
The Reading Bug's book bag is growing bigger and bigger. She's really going to do this, isn't she? Reading Bug, I'm not sure we're ready for this dangerous trip. Are we, Reader?
We've got the fire suits, the gloves, and the helmets. This is as ready as we'll ever be. So I'm going. If you're planning on joining me, let's all hop 3 times and into the book bag.
Reader, do you think we should?
1 hop.
It could be really dangerous.
2 hops.
But Danica might need our help and encouragement to win the race.
3 hops.
Okay, we'll do it, Reading Bug. Wait for us.
And we're in!
Whoa! Hold on, reader! We're traveling really, really fast! And something else is happening too. My whole body is tingling and my skin feels like it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter. We must be shrinking down to bug size just like the Reading Bug said. It's working! We're getting smaller and smaller. Small enough to fit inside the IndyCar cockpit with Danica. And look! We're heading right for Danica's car! Hold on. Here we go, go, go!
What a ride! Do you think we made it? Here, Reading Bug, I brought you a helmet so you can talk to us. Put it on. Wow, you're as big as I am!
Nope, you're as small as me. Quickly, let's get out of the bag. Follow me.
Danica, what was that? You were slow on the restart and Helio and Carpenter just passed you. You're in 7th place now. Remember, we're trying to win this thing, not slip further behind.
I know. Sorry about that. I was trying to save fuel like we agreed, but I was a little too conservative. I don't know if this is going to work.
Come on, let's go. No time to delay. She needs our help. Follow me.
Okay, Reader, you first. Wow, look! We're inside the cockpit of Danica's race car. We're down below the opening that Danica looks out of, near Danica's lap. I can see a steering wheel and lots of dials and lights behind it. And look up. There's Danica. Well, her helmet anyway. I can't see her face behind the visor on the front of her helmet.
Danica! Danica, down here! We've got to tell you.
Whoa! What in the world? Oh no! Hold on! The car is swerving!
Whoa! Danica, calm down and keep driving. We're here to help. I'm the reading bug, and this is Lauren and our reader friend. Just keep your eyes on the road and focus on winning.
Danica, what was that? Try not to crash. We're getting close to the end of the race.
Hey, Kyle, sorry. It's just that oh, never mind. You'd never believe it.
Keep your eyes and focus on the road, Danica.
Just keep up with the pack, okay? That way you'll be able to make your move when the time's right.
I know.
You've got this. Today's the day a female driver wins an IndyCar race. I'm sure of it. Just go, girl, go.
I wish I believed it as much as you did, Kyle.
That's exactly why we're here, Danica. You've got to believe, just like the tortoise.
Tortoise?
Yeah, slow and steady wins the race.
Well, I've got the slow part going for me today. Look, now I'm in 8th place.
No. You've got to hang in there and wait for your chance. Going fast is fine, but at the end of the tortoise and the hare fable, the wise owl says something really important. He says, winners don't just brag about their lightning pace. They know it takes hard work to win a race.
That's right. You and your crew have put a lot of hard work in, haven't you, Danica? A lot. I've been racing cars since I was 10 years old.
That's right. I remember I read that in Becoming a Pro Auto Racer by Dean Miller. You started racing in go-karts, right?
Go-karts? Yeah, a go-kart is a very small one-person open-wheel car with a motor.
Go-karts come in all shapes and sizes, and people of all ages, including children, drive and race go-karts. There's
Indeed true. We actually do quite a bit of following around the supercar weeks, in addition to all the other racing activities we do. And this is how a young racer would actually usually get started, is in a go-kart, because it's the closest thing that you can find to that IndyCar setup.
that sponsors go-kart races all over the world.
Children can race in go-karts? I didn't think that anyone could even get a driver's license until they were 16 years old.
Actually, you don't really need a regular driver's license to race a car, as long as you have your race license, which isn't entirely restricted, because yeah, there's lots of kids as young as like maybe 6 and 7 with the little microcarts, so you're never too young to race.
Way before kids get driver's license to drive on public streets, they can drive cars on racetracks. In order to drive on racetracks, the driver has to join a national organization like the United States Auto Club, as well as the local track.
When I was 11, I started competing in World Karting Association events, and I won my first national points championship when I was 12. Then, when I was just 14, I started to race big, powerful, and extremely fast cars like this one. And I started racing in IndyCar in 2004 when I was 22. Like I said, I've been practicing a long, long time. Then I think it's time to win an IndyCar race today, don't you?
Go, girl, go. Go, girl, go. Go, girl, go. Go, girl, go. This is your time. Let your confidence shine. Use your heart in your head. Speed to the finish line. It's time to take the lead and pick up speed. Break away from the pack till the end of the track. Go, girl, go! 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 You're a pro, let it show. Let the whole world know. This girl girl can win it. Your whole heart is in it. There's no turning back, just follow the track. Show you're a star, now race that car. Go, girl, go! 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 You're a pro, let it show, let the whole world know. This girl can win it, your whole heart is in it. Step on the gas, just finish the task. Shift into gear, I feel it, this is your year. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go.
Just the boost of confidence I needed. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, reader. Thank you, reading bug. But, you know, my dad always told me, don't be the best girl, be the best driver. And that has always stuck with me. So today, I'm going to be the best driver on this track. It's time to fly. We're in 9th place now, but I'm ready to make my move.
The moment you doubt whether you can fly, you cease to be able to fly forever. That's something that Peter Pan tells Wendy. And it's the moral of the tortoise and the hare, too. The tortoise never doubted that she had a chance to win the race. She kept on going, and when she saw the chance, she took it. Just like you're going to do, Danica. I just know it.
Yeah, Danica, if you keep going, you'll find your chance. You've got 8 cars in front of you. And just 17 laps until the finish line. Right. But right now, your one and only job is to figure out how to pass the car that is right there in front of you. The red car. Right. Number 6. I've seen him before, and his car really slows down on the curves. He also likes to take the second curve of the track high. Why don't we see if we can pass him this time round? It's not going to be easy because I'll need to pick up some speed without wasting too much fuel. But we'll give it a shot. I think I can take him. Ready? Reader? Lauren? Bud? You're going to want to hold on tight. I don't want anyone flying out of the cockpit. Reader, reading bug, hold on tight, just like Danica said. We're going to take this turn really, really fast. Go, go, go! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Ha! Passed him!
Great work, Danica. We're flying, literally. I think the car may have left the ground on that turn. Wowee! But we made it, and that's what matters.
Great job! You're in 8th place now, so it's time to focus on passing one more car. Yes! Number 7, another red car. I'm coming for you.
Danica, keep it steady, not too much gas. You won't stand a chance if you need to pit again. You've got to finish the race on this tank.
Right. Thanks, Kyle.
11 more laps, plenty of time.
11 laps doesn't feel like plenty of time, Kyle. The race is almost over, and we're only in 8th place.
Sure, but Danica's last pit was 40 laps ago. Most of the other racers pitted closer to 50 laps ago. That means that all of them will need to pit if they want to stay in the competition. And even if it's a splash and go, that'll be Danica's chance to beat them.
Splash and go?
That means a super fast pit stop for just a bit more fuel. Enough to finish the race with.
Someone's got to blink any minute now and head into the pit for a stop. Ha! Danica, look! Hunter Ray and the number 17 car is heading in now. It's working, just like we thought it would.
That means you're in 7th place now, Danica. How many more laps? Just 8 more.
How's the fuel, Danica?
It's going to be tight, Kyle.
Okay, don't push too hard. Save your fuel for a push at the very end and let the other drivers pit or sputter out. Someone is going to need to blink first. Trust me. And trust yourself.
Danica, you can do this.
Hey, now Manning's coming into pit too. You're in 6th, Danica. 7 more laps to go.
But Kyle, Dixon, Carpenter, Kanan, and Helio are still in front of me. And they've been leading the pack this entire race. Helio and Dixon have been trading off the lead spot. No one's been able to get near them. Even if I conserve fuel, it may be too late to catch them. What if I just speed up a little and try to get past 1 or 2 of them?
Then you'll need more fuel and you'll be knocked out of the winner's circle for sure. You've been training for this your whole life. Stick to the plan, Danica.
Danica, Remember, winners know it takes hard work to win a race. You're just as good, maybe even better than any of those other drivers. You're strong, courageous, talented, and smart. And you can win if you go, girl, go.
Danica, you're not gonna believe this, but Carpenter is coming into pit.
But he pitted at the same time I did.
I know, but he clearly wasn't able to conserve fuel like you have. And now, oh, Dixon, he's coming in too. You're in 4th place.
Yeah! Woo! But 4th isn't good enough. I'm here to win this race.
Well, you're a whole lot closer, because look who's heading into pit road now. Weldon and Kanan.
Danica, do you know what this means?
What?
You're not in 4th place anymore. You're in 2nd.
3 more laps to go and just 1 more racer to beat. Danica, you got this!
It's Helio Castroneves in front of us. That's another one of the racers who pitted at the same time you did, isn't it, Danica?
That's right. He's playing the same game we are, trying to hold on to enough fuel to finish this race.
Kyle, I can't believe this, but look, Helio is throttling back. Throttling back? What does that mean? It means he's slowing down. He must not think he can make it to the end of this race unless he pulls back and saves his fuel. Even though he's in 1st place, he can't go as fast as he wants.
But Danica, doesn't that mean you can...
Pass him? Yeah!
Well then, what are you waiting for? Let's put the pedal to the metal and win this race.
Oh no! What's that? It's the fuel. We're low.
Danica, what's going on? Everything okay?
The fuel is low, Kyle, too low. I'm going to need to pit in order to finish this race. Maybe if it's a quick splash and go, I can still finish in the top 10. Maybe even top 5. Better than sputtering out, though, right? I think my dreams of a win are over.
Danica, it's your race and your call, but are you sure you can't finish without stopping for more gas? Helio is slowing down. You just need to pass him and keep running for 2 more laps. You deserve this win. And I think your years and years of hard work and training can get you past that checkered flag in 1st. The entire pit crew and I believe you can do it.
So do we. Right, Reader?
But if you're going to pull this off, you'll need to believe in yourself too.
Remember, the moment you doubt whether you can fly, you cease to be able to fly forever.
You're right, Reading Bug. Hold on tight. Let's fly. Woo! Go, girl, go! Helio, I'm coming for you.
Danica, you passed him. You're in 1st place. Just 2 laps to go and you'll win it.
What's happening? I can't see.
We're winning this race, that's what. A win after years and years of hard work for all the women racers who came before, and all those who will come after me. But what about the fuel? It'll take us over the finish line, I'm sure of it. I've been driving all kinds of cars for more than half my life. I know from the sound of the engine that we can make it.
Now this is the way I love to race. Faster and faster, setting the pace. We're speeding so fast that no one can catch us, and no one can pass.
You're right about that. Helio's eating my dust, and the white flag is waving. What does a white flag mean? It means 1 more lap to go, then into the history book.
As the first woman to ever win an IndyCar race.
I want to be remembered as a great race car driver with terrific accomplishments, and not just as a girl driver. Women have covered impressive distances, but they still face unexpected hurdles or extra scrutiny. Throughout it all, you have to remember to stay true to yourself and what you believe, and use those who discourage you as motivation to become better.
Danica, I know that's how you'll be remembered long after you've retired from racing cars, and as an inspiration to girls and boys everywhere.
Look up ahead, Danica. The checkered flag. It's waving for you. Congratulations. You did it!
Danica, you did it! You won the race!
Amazing! And we got to ride the winning car across the finish line. Right, Reader?
Danica, we're so proud of you.
Go, girl, go! What an incredible race!
Well, you could say I had some tiny voices in my ear giving me the confidence I needed today.
Ladies and gentlemen, Danica Patrick has just won the 2008 Japan 300. Following less than 6 seconds behind her is Helio Castroneves. 3rd place goes to Scott Dixon, and Dan Weldon comes in 4th. Danica's win today is historic. She is the first woman in history to win an IndyCar race. Congratulations to Danica Patrick, her pit crew, and her sponsors.
Lauren, Reader, Reading Bug, my pit crew is waiting to celebrate with me, but before I go, thank you for all your encouragement. I don't know how or why you ended up riding along with me today, but I sure am glad you did. Why don't you stick around and join us for the celebration? You'll probably want to make yourself bigger, of course.
Thank you so much, Danica. You helped me fulfill a dream today, too. Riding along with you was a wish come true.
It sure was. And as much as we'd love to celebrate with you, we really do need to get home. We'll never forget racing with you today. Okay then. I'm wishing you a safe and speedy trip home. Thank you. Uh-oh, here comes the crew.
Go, girl, go! Go, girl, go! Go, girl, go!
That's right. Go, girl, go. Great job, Danica. And now it's time for us to go, go, go as well. Isn't it, Reader? Quickly, everyone into the book bag with me. 1 hop, 2 hops, 3 hops, and we're in!
We've had a big adventure within our book bag, and I think we saved the day. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, book bag. Now it's time to fly away.
Look! Danica, her pit crew, and her race car, and the racetrack, and all the cheering fans are disappearing as we race back home together at the end of this incredible adventure.
It sure was incredible. I'll never forget the thrill of driving so fast, passing other drivers, and winning the race.
Or of seeing Danica Patrick realize her dream of becoming the first woman to win an IndyCar race.
And that wasn't the only first for Danica in her career. I read in Becoming a Pro Auto Racer that after the 2008 Japan 300, Danica set a record for the best finish by women in the famous Indianapolis 500, coming in third in 2009. She competed in IndyCar racing for 7 years, recording 6 top 10 finishes. She also raced in NASCAR and became the first woman to win the pole position, the first position in the start of a NASCAR race that's given to the driver with the fastest qualifying time, in the Dayton 500 in 2013. She spent 5 full seasons in NASCAR's top circuit before she retired from racing in 2018. In total, Danica retired having competed in more than 365 races, with 14 top 10 finishes, 7 podium finishes, and 5 pole position wins. Because of incredible role models like Janet Guthrie and Danica Patrick, no one questions that women can compete against male race car drivers.
What a privilege for us to get to meet her today. Thanks for the amazing adventure, Reading Bug. I'm going to draw a picture of us winning the race in Danica's race car when we get back.
Great idea! I think I'll draw a picture of the pit crew quickly changing Danica's car tires and filling her tank with gas. What will you draw, Reader? If you enjoyed today's adventure as much as I did, and want to read more about Danica Patrick racing and race cars, you can read any of the books in my book bag. I have a complete list for you at readingbugadventures.com.
You should definitely check out that list. There is quite a few great titles on it.
We made it back home, and in record time, too. I guess a bit of that Danica Patrick speed must have rubbed off on us today. You did an amazing job, Reader, encouraging Danica all the way across the finish line. Thank you for all your help.
Oh, that was a fun time. I love to watch the racers, and last week my friends and I went to watch Trans Am cars go round and round at the real-life Laguna Seca. There were many Mustangs and Corvettes and even a Porsche or two. Those cars are quite a bit different than the ones the magical book bag story is talking about. You won't see any Indy cars driving around on the street, but you can see Corvettes and Porsches sometimes. It can be fun to spot types of race cars on the road. The next time you travel, see if you can spot some. It's dress-up time for the track. This is where we can go wild or use game elements that are similar to what might be seen at a real-life track. You could line your track with couches if you really wanted to. I mean, why not? That could be one of the world's most comfortable raceway experiences for spectators. Front row seating, anyone? I've gone with a combination of fences that look somewhat similar to a guardrail, short walls that could be used as a sponsor signage, and stone display stands that recreate berm barriers for most turns. Also included are some planter boxes and decorative fences around a couple of the track features, like this mini greenhouse and spectator overlook areas. This is a little flagger stand suspended here above the water. You gotta have flaggers out there making sure everybody knows about dangers ahead on the track. You could also put some grandstands out there. I have a couple going already and plan to make a large grandstand eventually on this server for lack of anything else to build. I believe that the creative modes support up to 32 players, and if anyone's interested in racing, let's get connected on Discord. It's the mini grandstand build into the deck of the greenhouse that got carried away. At the track's peak elevation, climb and feature drop-off meant to resemble the infamous corkscrew turn at the legendary Laguna Seca Raceway in Northern California, sits a greenhouse that would make spectators at the real-life track green with envy. And this is the seating for the best racing action, complete with fine dining and in-house zoo exhibits. Visiting racers can stop by the Sugar Stop or the Cat Cafe for refueling. Ultimately, you can fill your entire island up with creations to be cool track decorations, just more cool stuff to look at while you drive. This island already has a large hotel, stables, and a miniature grocery store for your convenience. In the previous video, we saw the shop and garage take construction into an area suitable for race fans and perfect storage to leave a cart or two so you'll always have one ready for a race later. And since this is Garden Paws, we totally encourage gardens everywhere along the track, or even built into it, like the Laguna Seca display worked on here. Or another brand Garden Paws shameless advertisement in the spectator area. There's so many things one could do, and I really do look forward to seeing how all you decorate your Garden Paws worlds. I hope you won't mind if I incorporate some of your brilliant ideas into my own builds too, and I'll be sure to give credit in the videos for any that I show, unless you mention otherwise. Let's talk remodeling textures. Garden Paws has some fun tools that you can use to completely transform your projects and allow you to customize your build a little more to your liking. The paintbrushes can be found in your dye workstation, and while I highly recommend that you experiment with what you like, I'll just list off the ones I used here in case you want to copy any of the appearances. Most of the track uses the stone brush's first texture as the base road surface. The stone displays are alternated in the white and blue furniture brushes, and now for using the pattern brushes to decorate the short walls with what kind of looks like checkered flags. Wherever you decide to place your start-finish line, you can use this brush to make what looks like a start grid area from a real racetrack. There's tons of items in the game that you can use to create gorgeous tracks and many other building projects, pretty much anything you could come up with. The developers are adding to the game constantly and even recently dropped us a new map to play on, so you can select that from the server creation menu. And also, with the addition of the Steam Workshop upgrade, people can create literally anything that doesn't break the terms of service to mod the game, making this a super fun sandbox. I'm not even exactly sure what I'm gonna build in the next video, though geez, I don't hardly have any subscribers yet, but that's okay. Anyone who's out there who's interested in builds, drop me a comment about the things you'd like to see constructed. Take care all, bye bye!